Yeah. No, before we start, obviously, I just wanted to say something first, and then we can go to the game. Obviously, you guys saw today we had a moment of silence for one of a member of our Five family, young kid, 19-year-old, tragically lost his life early in the week. He had joined the academy in 2019. Goalkeeper Jacob Skiba played with a lot of our players, with Brady, I think Sergio, and a few others with the goalkeepers. I had seen the kid over the years just walking around, great kid, great human being, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family in these difficult moments. And I just wanted to acknowledge that before we go into the game. And those are the tragic things. We play a game, but we can look forward to tomorrow. But unfortunately, when something tragic like this happens to a young person, there's no words. The Fire family, all our prayers go out to his family in these difficult moments. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. So I wanted to address that. And now we can go into the game, guys.
Hey, Frank. Joe Chats on Tap Sports. I think we all agree with the sentiment you just shared. Pertaining to the game, what do you think caused maybe the slow start early on, no shots until the Kellen opportunity off the post in the 40th?
It's a really good question. Falling behind with the 2 goals, I think that's one of them. I came again, I think one of the things that we addressed is, making it really difficult for Benteke in the game. And, I think the cross comes in. We could do better, obviously, to deny it. Everything starts from there. Get pressure before the cross comes. And just unfortunate, I think, the first one with Carlos, because he just doesn't time it well enough. He jumps and it falls on Benteke, and it's unfortunate. And the next one, I think it's both 2 goals that were soft goals, personally, because I think we should have done better. Then we came in the half. We had to push the game. Obviously, we Ellen had a little bit with his ankle, but I wanted to bring another forward in. And we talked about just, making sure that, we're in the game as long as we get make the next play, the next goal. We needed to come out with energy. If we did that, I felt that we were in the game. We got that goal. And then if you see the second half, the amount of possession, and, it's a team that was sitting back looking to counter. And we get in good spots, and then our ability in the final 25 yards from goal, whether it's just making a play, the quality of the crosses coming in, connecting. We get in really good spots, and and we need to be better and sharper in the final third in those areas, and we haven't been, and that's the thing. And then we've been giving up soft goals, but the good thing is we didn't give up. We made the next play. The guys put a lot into it, but it's a tough loss because this is the team that we needed to chase. Now we've dug ourselves. We put ourselves in a really difficult spot.
Tim Hossie, Minute Red 97. So you talked about the possession. The Fire seemed to have most of the ball even before the goals really happened. But what do you think it was missing other than just like that final ball or final cross, turning that possession into real opportunities?
Well, yeah, Tim, I think the one thing we talked about is, the way they press, they're very aggressive with the front three, with Stroud on one side, and they really release their wing backs higher up the field. So the one thing we talked about, our ability to, at times when we recognize the pressure, to be, first of all, direct, run in the channels. On one side to have Hugo going, on the other side with Myron. That's the one thing. The other thing is, to have wing progression, our ability to play in between the pockets, find the wing backs, run behind them. There were opportunities where we could have played the ball quicker, and I think that's the key. I think play the ball quicker and take advantage of the numerical superiority that we have. You attract on one side, how quickly can we get to the other? Find the wing back, run down the channels. And we weren't dangerous the first half, even though we had a lot of the ball. The second half, I felt we got in a little better spots. We got crosses in, but just that quality of the final pass. Sometimes you need an individual play by someone to take the ball and make something, happen. We were good, from 70 yards, but then the final 25 yards, we needed a little bit of extra, and we didn't have it tonight.
Hey, Coach. Natalie Alvarado for Extrema, Tennessee. With 6 games left in the season, what are your hopes and your aspirations, and what are you going to be working on for the remaining of those games in order to get positive numbers, to end the season with positive numbers?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Obviously, we always look at the last game because the game is always a reference point, what you need to do. So obviously, with a lot of possession that we had, it's like, how can we be sharper in the final third? So we do a lot of stuff around goal in the week to give the players confidence. I mean, it's obviously, we have to continue to do that, especially teams when they get in front of you, they sit in a low block, and your ability now to be, moving the ball quicker. The circulation has to be more rapid so you can move them. Just a lot more stuff in the final third, and obviously our ability to defend better, and it starts denying crosses coming in. So those 2 areas, and I think the most important thing is to the mentality that we showed the second half. We need to have over 90 minutes. We can talk about playoffs. That's always there because we're not out of it until we are. But I think it starts that we need to look at one game at a time now. I've talked about every game being a final, but we need to be more complete games, 90 minutes in every game, and leave everything on the field. And at least our fans, appreciate the effort, the attitude, the mentality, the commitment that you put forth in the game. We had that today, the second half, and then with the ball, we got to be a little bit better. We got in good spots, but we didn't take advantage of them.